Good evening. I'm Dr. Gina Travis. I'm a qualified national marketing director with the Juice Plus company. And I get to talk about, I was invited by Deanna, I'm so excited, by the Revolution Tribe to do a little training on crafting your story. I feel like this is really important. Welcome to the Team Huddle. And so the story, why I wanted to speak on the story is because I have found that reps often do not do the homework that is to do your story, or maybe they don't really value their story enough. But your story is your story, and you've got to connect with it because it is what your friends are going to see and hear that's going to be attracting to them. So when you're considering your story, you're trying to connect with people. This is not an opportunity for you to tell them everything you know about Juice Plus. In fact, that might be a turnoff, actually. This is a time for you to show what your struggle was. What was your struggle with trying to eat healthy? What was your struggle with trying to, buy and eat all those fruits and vegetables in our busy lifestyle? So, and maybe there is a pain or a fear that you experienced and you are trying to change and improve upon. And so that's what a story is about. It's about connecting with people. And remember, a good story is personal, and there's some vulnerability and there's an emotional component to it, right? So you also want to be thinking about when you're telling your story, I also think it's important not to make it too unique, not too unique to your circumstance. In other words, we don't need every single detail about it. There may be a time for more details later, but you want to have that me too factor in it. So when people are listening to your story, they want to be able to say, oh yeah, I struggle with that too, or that sounds like something that, that's my problem also. So does that make sense? That makes sense. So you need to start thinking about that. So the pain or the struggle, the lesson, the opportunity, the triumph, and these are all things that we're going to be using to tell our product story and our business story. So let's go. Hopefully you guys pulled out your sheets. You have one in front of you. I'm going to be sharing my screen. Can you guys see this? Sorry, I can't see you guys. Alba, can you shake your head if you can see my screen? Okay, thanks. All right, so here it is. The first part of it starts with your product story. If you have been eating Juice Plus, because sometimes a new rep, they don't even have an experience yet. So, but first it's someone that has been eating Juice Plus. So what I like to say, because I've been on Juice Plus for 14 years now, I say 14 years ago, I was feeling really tired. My hair was falling out. I was constipated. I got sick all the time. I was worried about cancer because both my parents died of cancer. And even though I bought a lot of fruits and vegetables, I just couldn't get to it fast enough and it would rot in my refrigerator. So then a friend told me about a simple way to add 30 fruits and vegetables to my diet, and it just made sense. And now I can't believe the difference. And what I'm feeling is that I have so much more energy. I have peace of mind, that I have my fruits and vegetables flooding my body day in and day out. My energy improved, my hair stopped falling out, I'm no longer allergic to cats, I rarely get sick, and my daughter was able to throw away all her asthma medications and no more antibiotics for the last 14 years, just one in all those years. And at that point, after you say that, I think it's good to say, to transition into, are you open to some information? May I share, if I send you a video, would you watch it? So I think that's a good opportunity too. So keeping it simple, but real. So right now, I want you to think about some things. I want you to think about some struggles. Number one, how were you feeling before you got on Juice Plus? Now I'm going to give you a few seconds, a few minutes. Well, a few seconds. Just jot down. Yeah, and go ahead and unmute yourself if you please, and just speak out some of the things that you have been frustrated with or struggling with, or what you were feeling like before.
Okay, for me, I had pain from arthritis, constant pain. And I had these headaches that felt like they were migraines, that I was taking 600 milligrams of ibuprofen regularly. I was either really tired or didn't sleep well at night.
Oh, that's really good. Okay, so you were, how long ago? How long have you been on Juice Plus?
Been on it for about 3 years now.
Okay, so, and how long did it take you to start to notice a difference?
I didn't know it was Juice Plus, which was so funny, but it probably took probably within a month.
Yeah,
I'd
oh,
have
that's so awesome. Yeah, I forgot I had migraines too, which I no longer have. So, and sometimes the conversation changes, you know, what you say in your story. I mean, I don't want to make a huge list of everything that I was feeling, right? But so you could say about 3 years ago, I had a lot of pain from arthritis. I was experiencing migraines, and so that's how you started, you know, how you were feeling. Will anyone else care to share?
I will. This is Coco. I was struggling. My thing was my kids. I really, really felt like they weren't getting fruits and vegetables. They were dipping their green beans in ketchup and eating like beige foods. So it was like the perfect answer. I was thinking like I don't need it, but they do. But then of course I did need it.
Oh yeah, I was feeling frustrated that my kids wouldn't eat vegetables. That's really a cute story, actually. Um, okay, and anything else?
No, and that's I think that for me
That's
that's
really simple. Yes, I like that. That's keeping it simple, especially if you're talking to a lot of moms, right? So I guess you do have to sort of adjust your the conversation with whom you're talking to, right? And then there's also a time when you're going to be able to expand upon this, but not on at the beginning, okay? So one more person, be bold.
I don't think my picture's there anymore, and I don't
I
know how
see
to
you.
get it back. Oh, okay. Um, I was told by a doctor that to get my immune system working again, I needed to go home and start juicing a lot. And so about 6 months after that, a friend introduced me to Juice Plus, and I realized right away they were doing all the freaking work for me.
Right.
And that was in 2004, 2005.
So you've been taking Juice Plus since 2005?
I've never stopped.
That's awesome. So maybe you could say something like, back in 2005 or several years ago, I was struggling with some problems with my immune system, and the doctor told me that I needed to juice, and that was just so hard. And I'm so happy that a friend told me about a simple way to add more fruits and vegetables to my diet. With, you know, I can't. You can say Juice Plus or not at that point, but anyway, and it just made sense to me. So now, all right, you guys, let's move into the I can't believe the difference and now I'm feeling. This is where you get to label a few things. So the part about a friend told me about a simple way. If you, like Linda had the story, well, I don't know who shared Juice Plus with her, but let's say it was your doctor, or let's say it was your chiropractor. I found, and I am a chiropractor, you guys, I have found that sometimes the story will go off on a bunny trail if you get too specific about who told you about Juice Plus. I think it's sufficient to say a doctor or a healthcare professional told me about that. So that's my opinion on that, or just a good friend or my sister or, you know, my husband, etc., told me about a simple way to add 30 fruits and vegetables to my diet every day, and it just made sense. All right, so now let's think about the triumph. How I can't believe the difference, and now I'm feeling blankety blank. And now I have more energy. I'm using the bathroom much better. I'm off all my medications. This with a few simple changes. My health improved. Would anyone like to share that part of it?
Well, I can again. I don't want to be a microphone hog, but I feel like it's been 10 years since I made that great choice, and my kids haven't been on an antibiotic and since, and they feel gross if they don't eat healthy. They eat so many fruits and vegetables. They're both pescatarians and they're teenagers, so it's like a huge difference.
Wow, that's really cool. So it actually raised the awareness to eating healthier in your household.
Yes.
And now you have like a more positive outlook on your family's health as a result of that. I think that's good too.
Hmm.
Would anyone like to share now a few, like 3 things about what you're feeling since you've added Juice Plus to your diet?
I can't believe the difference. Now I'm feeling pain-free from the arthritis, and the headaches have gone away. I have more energy, and I crave fruits and vegetables like I never had before.
That's so cool. I love it. Okay. I mean, I think you guys got that down. Does anyone else want to try? How about one person? Can you please do 1, 2, and 3? Tell me your whole story. There's only 11 of us on here. I'm sure somebody can share. Come on, whose heart is beating, Alba? Whose heart is beating? You're muted, honey. I'm going to unmute you.
Yeah, Juice Plus, we're supposed to say yes to everything, right?
Yeah. Okay, I can't unmute you, Alba. You have to unmute yourself.
There you go.
There
Okay,
you go.
what was the question? Sorry, my daughter was walking behind me.
I would like for you to share part 1, 2, and 3 of your story.
Okay. So, what was it? 13 years ago, I was feeling frustrated because my kids were not eating enough fruits and vegetables, and neither was I. But I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and to prevent reoccurrence, I found out if I ate more fruits and vegetables, I can stay that off. I can stay away from reoccurrence. So I started juicing, and so I started juicing, and I was a little frustrated because I was the only one benefiting from the juicing. So when a friend told me about a simple way to add the 30 fruits and vegetables, an easier way, then I was just like, let me hear it. So then, let's see. So what I do after that?
So I can't believe the difference, and now I'm feeling this and that. So, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm sorry. Okay, so
No, that's okay. This is a good place for us to struggle. That's what this is about.
Right. So what? So now after I've introduced the easier way, do I say Juice Plus or I don't say Juice Plus?
It's up to you. I typically don't. Sometimes it's okay. It just depends on the situation.
Mm-hmm.
So you could say, then a friend told me about a simple way to add 30 fruits and vegetables to my diet every day, and it just made sense.
Right.
I can't believe the difference. Now I'm feeling
confident that I am doing the best I can to prevent reoccurrence for myself, but also the weight is off my shoulders of being able to supply good nutrition to my kids in an easy manner.
good. So you have peace of mind.
Peace of mind. Mm-hmm.
You have peace of mind that now your kids are also getting the benefit of all those fruits and vegetables day in and day out. Now, have you noticed anything, like I know you and I talked about how you were feeling, but have you noticed anything about how your kids' maybe health has changed in some way?
Yeah, my son has asthma or has had asthma, and he was on an inhaler. He had the nebulizer done once at the doctor's office, but he's 22, going to be 22 now, and he's kind of just been okay. He hasn't needed an inhaler that I can tell. Mm-hmm. And my other daughter, I have 3 daughters, but they're not as sick anymore, including myself. I used to be sick every winter. When everybody else was sick, I would just get it, and we're hardly ever sick.
So let's put that into your story. Now I can't believe the difference. I have peace of mind knowing that I'm flooding my body and my family's body with fruits and vegetables day in and day out, and we rarely get sick anymore, and if we do, it's much less. So I'm saving a lot of money on doctor's bills,
Right.
copays. Are you open to some information? So like get out those little things. So getting sick a lot, that's a me too kind of a feeling, right?
Mhm.
You could say at the top of your story, you could start by like you did, but you could also add, my kids have asthma. My son had asthma. My daughter and my daughter and I got sick frequently, and then these changes, and then what the difference was since you added Juice Plus to your diet. So you want to tie those two things in together.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay. So now let's talk about someone if they're brand new to telling a story. Taking Juice Plus. I think this was kind of a challenge for a new person because they don't feel like their story is big enough. And that's okay, because you want to get them to think about like what makes sense for them. So my gal, Kathy, she's young and she's healthy and she feels really good. And so she wasn't taking Juice Plus because she wanted to feel any different. She started taking Juice Plus because she's a busy businesswoman and can't fit it into her diet to eat that many fruits and vegetables day in and day out. So that's how her story can start. But so she could say, I just learned about a simple way to add 30 fruits and vegetables to my diet, and it makes sense to me because I'm a busy woman. I have 2 businesses, and I'm just not getting in the amount of fruits and vegetables daily. And then she could say, I love that I'm getting this concentrated nutrition every day. She could also say some things about what she's hoping to feel. So like someone that has a struggle, excuse me, excuse me, I'm hoping to feel more energy. I'm hoping to feel that not constipated anymore. I'm hoping to see the results, in the next year when it's cold and flu season, because I get sick all the time, that kind of thing too. So you want to direct them to start thinking about what are their hopes. So another thing too would be like, and even though I feel great, I feel more secure and confident, and I'm doing everything I can to help myself stay healthy. So does that make sense, guys? Anyone want to add anything? Anything to that? Like what a new person says? All right, let's move on to the business story, because what I do now is I tell my product story and I go right into my business story now. And what I say is I found myself naturally sharing with others. And so I decided to partner up with the Healthy Living Revolution. So I say a little bit different than this. You could say once I learned about the mission of this company, which is to inspire healthy living around the world, I wanted to be part of this community. Not only am I helping people get healthy, and my goal is to blank blank for others, your additional income for our family, make the car payment, take a fun vacation every year, leave my part-time job. For me, it was, okay, so I decided to share Juice Plus with others because it made sense for me. And I know that people are just not eating enough fruits and vegetables. And it was just really heavy on my heart to share this with others. So I decided to partner with this company, whose mission is to inspire healthy living around the world. And not only am I making a difference in my community in a bigger scale, I am building something that will help me when I'm ready to retire from my chiropractic practice. And I'm able to say yes to more fun things, vacations, to give more in my church, to take the pressure off of my husband, and really also for the tax write-off benefits. That really made sense to me too. So, and then that's a good opportunity to say, I would love for you to take a look. May I send you a video? If you watch it, if I send it to you, would you watch it? Would anyone like to share their business story? Or maybe you can let's take a few moments and write down why you decided to share Juice Plus with others. And remember that this is just a skeleton, you guys. There's others that are other story handouts that are a little bit more bigger and broader, but this is like your elevator story. Or something quick to say, like when you're at dinner with some friends, And then really constructing the story is going to help you to be more bold and confident when you're talking to other people. Okay, you guys ready? Will someone volunteer to tell their business story? Please. Somebody volunteer to tell their business story?
I nominate Kathy. Come on, Kathy. Unmute yourself, Kathy Pahanich. Don't hide.
I'll go.
Oh, goody.
No, Kathy's gonna go. She was gonna go. She's just ready to we need to hear from some people. Here, I can't unmute her. Kathy, can you unmute yourself? I know, or you can unmute her, Gina, because I'm not the hostess.
It won't let me unmute her. I'll try here again.
There she goes. She unmuted.
Okay.
There she goes. I want to hear from some people we haven't heard from.
Yeah, Kathy, this is the time to everyone, this is the time to really struggle through it together.
Well, she's the queen of Teamsy, too.
Oh, I know, that's right. Come on, lady.
Struggling right now. This is an emotional week for me.
Oh,
It's okay.
that's okay. You can do it.
We're so glad you're on.
My story is a little emotional. I lost my husband this last year.
Mm.
So, as apart from my story about why I got on Juice Plus, I was really struggling with the financial aspects and figuring out my new life and who I am and my identity and what am I going to do. And I went on the Juice Plus because I was struggling physically and emotionally and was so depleted after caring for my husband until he passed. So I originally went on Juice Plus. I originally became a rep because I thought, I'll just, at least I can get a discount on the product. I needed the product so bad just to try and regain my strength and my health. And, as I was trying to figure out what I was going to do with my life, I thought, wow, I focused so long on disease and death and dying. And what a great way to be able to, since I'm taking the product and I'm feeling the benefits, to be able to share that with others and really focus on health and wellness and prevention. Such a welcome change and such a breath of fresh air for me. And, if I can make a change, help somebody else make that change, just one person, then, it's all good. So.
That is a really emotional story. And so sometimes, I know that sometimes this mold or model here doesn't always exactly fit in. But what I want to ask you is, that is a very definite reason why people should hear about this company, this business, is that women need security. And Juice Plus can offer that if you've got the desire, to work it. And so, Kathy, I think with you, I would say, I decided to share Juice Plus with others because I had something major happen in my life. I lost my husband and I needed financial security. And once I learned about the mission of this company, which is to inspire healthy living around the world, I wanted to be part of this community. I'd been around enough of death and dying, and I wanted to be part of another community. And now, not only am I helping people get healthier, my goal is, what is your goal? What are some goals that you have that you would like to accomplish with Juice Plus?
Oh my gosh. Well, I would like to be able to support my income enough so I don't have to go back to the traditional workforce and spend time with my children and grandchildren, the priorities that really became evident in my
Right.
year. So, yeah, pretty much having the time freedom and financial freedom to spend time with my family and those I love.
So you're talking more about time freedom that you want. You're looking to gain more time freedom, and that's
freedom, yeah.
And financial, of course, and financial. Those kind of go together. How long have you been with the company?
Only almost 8 months.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, welcome. I'm so excited for you. So Kathy, if you want, okay, we're on Voxer together. I know because we're on the Revolution team. If you want to private Voxer me and you want to play with this with me, or even, I don't know who your upline is. I'm sure they're here and they can help you too. But I would love to help you if you want another ear. And I guarantee you, get these stories down. When you get the story down, then you will feel more confident and kind of more in control too. Because I remember, Deanna, when we did, I kind of rewrote my story this summer, actually. I rewrote my summer, and as I was saying it at an event, I started crying because it really just was different. And it needs to touch you so that it touches other people too. One thing that you didn't know that I didn't say in my story was when I first heard about Juice Plus, my good friend's husband died suddenly at 40 of a massive heart attack. And I remember thinking, whoa, if that happened to me, I'd probably have to go to work more at a time that my family needed me more. And so I need to figure out another side business so that I can have options for my family. All right, you guys, it's 7 o'clock or 7:02. I don't want to keep us, oh, there's some chatting here, sorry. Oh, Kim had said that she wrote some stuff down too. Kim was a junk food junkie and she learned so much with Juice Plus, and she's healthier and she's stronger and she craves healthier foods. All right, you guys, will there be one more person that would like to just share their story before we stop, that would like to just kind of struggle with us and, try it out? All right, well, if we don't, that's okay. We can use Voxer for this. My suggestion would be for you to go with your upline or a friend and practice it. That is Kathy, I want to hear it, all right? I want you to Vox me and tell me your story, product and business, and kind of make it all into one. And we do have another resource too, and I don't know if it's okay if I throw another wrench into the fire or, another iron into the fire, but the Freedom Revolution, they have a thing about doing your business story. Your product and business story, and it's really good. I love it. This one's a little more simple, but if you feel so inclined to learn and practice that a little bit more and listen to all that training. And also one more last piece of advice that I could give you is on the freedomrevolution.com, you have the option to listen to all those different professions talking about their story, right? Have you seen that? Kathy, have you seen that? Oh shoot, I can't hear you.
Oh, she just unmuted herself. You were on there. You're unmuted now, Kathy.
Unmuted?
There you go. Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Sorry, I was reading the chats. I think I have seen it very in the initial stages, and that's one of the things I think that I need to go back and kind of review a lot of the tools that are available, because
yes,
it's just so much in the beginning.
Yes.
Kathy, why don't, because we have that chat with Joan and Dante and Deb, why don't you tell your story there using this format, just your product story, and then tell your business story, then you can intermesh the two, and we'll work with you on that. I think it's a really good idea for Alba. You can work with Gina. Brenda, you can work with Leslie. And I'm trying to think who else is on here. Helly can work. I don't know if Helly's on there anymore. I think she might have gotten off. But it really, like Gina, you did such a great job, Gina. I truly believe that when you're comfortable sharing your story, your confidence level goes up so much more that you are more likely to get into conversation with people, because it's just a matter of, do you want to learn more? Right?
Right. Well, and that I got to tell you, you know, I've been a distributor for 14 years, and I didn't tell my business story for years. Not
Yeah.
really. And that held me back. And Kathy, if you want to get going, you better get those stories strong. That is the best advice that I can give you. Get your story on and get it good, and work with people and keep telling it over and over again. And sometimes you're going to tell it so bad, you're going to say, oh God, okay, next. And then
That's the only way you get better, is
only
by
way you get better.
falling off your bicycle. You got to get back on it again.
I found this helpful because I think I over talk. So I need to go back and really just simplify it.
Yeah.
I'm throwing up at people.
I used to do that too. Yeah.
Yeah. And they just are like, oh God, she's selling me.
Oh, here she comes. Yeah. So getting the story down, this is really a foundational piece of growing and moving forward.
Absolutely.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Gina.
And thank you, Deanna, for allowing me to do it. Good night, guys.
Good night.
Hey,
Bye.
thank you.
Bye.